Hey guys, my name is Serena. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to review this book, The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars just because there were different points of view, and that at first really confused me. But overall, I really enjoyed this book and I gave it 4 stars. This book is about alien invasion. It's about this girl who survives 5 waves, and with every wave that comes, things get worse. This book isn't just tragic, it is also very funny thanks to Cassie. Her internal dialogue, I think she is hilarious, and her relationship with Ben, there were some hilarious parts that make this book great and not just some dramatic end of the world book. Ben Parrish is her crush from high school, and we see his point of view other than hers. This book is kind of old and I am reviewing this book late, but I really wanted to talk about it, and probably a lot of you have read it, so I would like to share my thoughts. If you haven't read this book, please leave and come back when you decide to read it. Now here comes the spoiler section. So the other waves, other than the first traumatic one that makes every electronic device shut down, were the destruction of coastal cities. Then there was this virus that killed a lot of people, including Cassie's mom. After her death, she, her brother, and their dad decide to move to a safe camp. But this camp wasn't that safe because later the 4th wave came, and the 4th wave was aliens possessing human bodies and tricking real humans and killing them. They kill Cassie's and Sammy's dad. Sammy gets saved because they decided to take all the kids and train them to be soldiers. Cassie survives the 4th wave and hides out in woods, trying to figure out a way to go to her brother. And while she was finding her way, she gets shot by a silencer. And at first, I really thought that it was Ben. But then point of views changed, and we see that Ben actually is in the camp where Sammy is, and he is getting trained to be a soldier. These alien humans trick these kids in killing their kind, but they really don't know what they're doing. They think they're killing aliens, but actually they're killing humans. They figure out that they're being tricked on a mission, and on this mission, Sammy wasn't with them because Ben, who develops a very close relationship with Sammy, didn't give him permission to come because he is so little and he didn't want to risk his life. We see Ben change a lot in this book. He actually gave up on his sister, so he will do anything for Sammy, and I really love their relationship. Meanwhile, Cassie gets saved by this alien human who is good, called Evan, and they develop a relationship. Eventually, when she recovers, she wants to go find her brother, and Evan comes with her. They go to this camp where Sammy and Ben are, and then there is this meeting between Cassie and Ben, and this is the most hilarious scene of the book in my opinion, because she is embarrassed to see him and he doesn't know who she is, so it's a very awkward moment. So Ben and Cassie team up to save others. They try to destroy this camp and escape. So there are a lot of cool scenes in this book, and eventually they escape, destroying the camp. I hope that in the next book, which I'm currently reading, Evan comes back, because he does sacrifice himself, we can say, but I think he's not dead, actually. I think he will show up in the next book. I didn't expect a lot of things, even though I was kind of suspicious that these humans that took kids and trained them to be soldiers were in fact aliens, because they had electricity. They had this serum to cure the virus. They had this other test called Wonderland, in which these kids were tested and they could see all their memories. And when finally they figured out, I was relieved. If you like alien books or end of the world books, I really suggest that you read this because it's great. For what concerns the movie, after I read the book, I immediately watched it, and there were a lot of things that I didn't like. I mean, it was a good movie, but I wasn't okay with some things. First of all, and this is the thing that made the book so great, and that is that there weren't any funny parts. There were only tragic parts and the typical things that you see in teen romance movies. And this leads me to the next thing that I did not enjoy, and that is the typical teen romance that we see in this kind of movies. For example, that scene with Evan taking a bath in the lake naked and Cassie watching him, that was so unnecessary. They could have put a lot of scenes that they didn't add in the movie, but okay. And lastly, of course, all those action scenes that we see at the end of the book, they're not in the movie. That just made the book better than the movie. I know that everyone says that the book is better than the movie, but there are movies that are better than the book. And this is not the case, because the book is definitely better than the movie. So yeah, these are my thoughts about the book and the movie of Fifth Wave. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! We are high and low.